Hello, everybody. Welcome to my weekly tarot reading for January 18th through the 25th. I hope you guys are having an amazing week. I hope that you got over whatever the beginning of the week was, that whole like fear energy, or necessarily just like, I don't know, I guess like sometimes we get in funks, and I don't think that we should feel negative or be scared to talk about them. So I hope that you guys had an amazing week. I hope that you've worked through some things, or at least give yourself a little pep talk to have a little chit chat with yourself and like get back on course, or like go through whatever you need to be going through. Just lean into it. But this will be my weekly reading for January 18th through the 25th. And fucking January's almost gone, guys. Like, what the fuck? Like, holy shit. Yeah, so I'm just using, I call them my kind cards. Like, whenever I'm reading for anybody and my spirit guides are like, use this purple deck, I'm like, oh, I have to be kind. Because sometimes I just say it how it is, and I want to exude empathy and compassion, but sometimes I'm just really extremely blunt. So this deck just tells me to be a little subtle with the feelings. So here we go. So for January 18th through the 25th. Yeah, I feel like lung energy. So a lot of people are going through some releasing of emotions. The lungs hold a lot of emotions for us. So I see lung energy for this week. So let's see what they have to say. Let's see. The beginning. Ooh, the beginning got 2 cards. The middle of the week. And then the weekend. Yes, there we go. So the stones that I have today, once again, is the Hematite Quartz. I love her. She's amazing. I've been keeping her around a lot. I also have my Angelic Quartz going too right now. I love this one just because it gives me a sense of peace and ease. So let's see what the fuck this week has to do with us. Oh shit. Okay. Here we go. We have the first card is the 7 of Pentacles. It means opportunities are about to be had. It's just saying they're taking a little bit longer than you would like them to, or like that you were hoping they would. But Spirit is saying like, it is coming. Don't worry. I hear career promotions. It's all about career and promotions. This card is about in like work colleagues and work. It's just work. So what it's saying is some great things are coming this week. They're making you hold on a little bit longer than they wanted to. I hear like people signing contracts are happening this week. It's just they would have hoped it was last week, but it's okay. The King of Swords is saying somebody's going to bounce into action for you. This was the second card that flew out. So somebody's going to jump into action to help you to exceed and to give you what you wanted in career, in the path of career. So for the beginning of the week, it's really talking about things are about to unfold, beautiful gifts in career are about to happen. So this week, the beginning is really about career. And then the Knight of Swords is, what I see is somebody is jumping into action for you. Like, okay, let's go. Let's do this. Let's go. We're going. And I really feel like somebody's going to give you a pep talk. Some people are going to get the promotions or the careers they've been desperately seeking or looking for. But the middle of the week, and I know I said but, is 8 of Cups, about delving into one's own self-worth. It's like, what I see is here is it's time to get extremely clear what you exactly want, like what you need, what you want, what you desire, because this one is asking you to like really get clear with oneself. I think on Wednesday is really good for this. It's like writing about the things that you want or you need and telling the universe exactly, specifically. Yeah, Larry's saying specific. Be very, oh, it's Steve, sorry. One of my spirit guides Larry, the other one's Steve. But Steve is saying be very specific. And it's funny because Steve is my spirit guide, and Larry's more of my like fun, fuck it spirit guide. So yeah, so what Steve is saying is be very, very, be very firm on what you want and stick to that and know what you want. Delving into is like being open to different career paths than you're used to, and just having fun, just having a lot of fun with that. And so I would just write on Wednesday. I like Palo Santo incense sticks when I'm writing, when I go into deep passion, because it allows my chest to breathe, and that's extremely important to me. Page, and as if you guys know, I tell everybody to breathe all the fucking time. The Page of Wands, changing in a beautiful direction. I love her because it's like, I don't know if you can see like the little animals like beating to a different drum, the foxes around her. Foxes can be a little tricky, so you gotta watch those little fuckers. And it's just showing like the tree and the roots are down. And it just shows the fluidity of like going along with it. I also like everybody to play string music, anything that has strings in it, harps, guitars, violins, violas, anything with string. Just listen to a little bit of that music when you're waking up in the morning, and that way you can train yourself to release, because when you hold the tension in your shoulders and your neck and your ears, I can feel people like just in the anxiety, and that music, the fluidity, will allow you to not necessarily be so hard on yourself, and kind of like release that energy of tension. Because I feel like a lot of people believe they have anxiety, but what I believe anxiety is emotions that people are refusing to deal with, from childhood to teenagers to 20, whatever. But I feel like it's emotions that we refuse to deal with. And so people are like, I have anxiety. No, you have some emotions you're not really ready to face, you know? So this week, that tension and that anxiety that's in your neck and your shoulders can really be taken away by just listening to the music and the simplicity of like, yeah. So Spirit's saying if you could do soundscapes, like sound music with like earth sounds and violins in together as one, it'll knock out all kinds of things. So yeah, so that this week is really about career stuff is moving for a lot of people. I feel like a lot of businesses waited till January to start hiring new and moving in different directions. The Eight of Cups is asking you on Wednesday just to get aligned with yourself. And the Page of Wands is getting ready to be fluid and be open to change and just allowing it to happen. Okay? I love it. And I'm just going to pull a love card for the week. Why not? Fuck it. Love for singles. The Tower. So when this comes up in a love reading, it usually means that you're holding on to an ex, or you're holding on to somebody from your past that you're refusing to let go. And then you're like, why is nobody new coming into my life? Well, because, Janet, you're still holding on to fucking Fred from fucking 6 years ago. So the Tower is saying it's really time to release any exes that are no longer, just fuck it. Just release some exes. If you're still daydreaming about the past, you're not opening the door for your future relationships. So you have to release past lovers, past relationships, past mates, past, even if there was somebody you were fucking for like 4 months, you have to release. If you're still thinking about them and it's been a year, you got to release them, because this is what it's saying is that you just keep breaking your own heart for no reason. So people are meant to come in your life romantically, and they're also meant to leave. And so when you hold on longer than you're supposed to, all you do is keep this repetitive hurting of self and tell yourself you're not good enough. So release that, please. And I wish you all an amazing week, and yeah, have a beautiful week. I wish all of you love and light, and take care of yourselves. Come follow me on Instagram, or I'm going to be setting up some really new cool things soon. I'm going to be doing a Bitches and Tarot in March. I'm going to be doing a lovely full moon ceremony in New York City in a few months, and I'm going to also be opening my store very shortly. So I wish all of you love. Have a great time. Talk to you again.